Being a lifelong professional wrestling fan and being a professional wrestler myself, I was jumping at the chance to see this documentary, You Can't Kill or You Cannot Kill David Arquette, because I was a fan of David Arquette for the most part. I like Scream, which is like the first thing I think of. Eight-Legged Freaks is good. Ready to Rumble, not bad for what it was, but most people remember him in the wrestling community for winning the WCW World Title, and some people blame him for like being the death of the company, even though technically that was Time Warner and AOL and a bunch of other weird elements. But nonetheless, this is the documentary of David Arquette deciding that he wants to go back and get in the ring and give it a try and kind of earn respect. And I think it's interesting enough for what it is. But like the thing is, there's some parts of this documentary that feel a little fake. Um, I mean, there's like a scene where he's getting back in the ring and he goes and participates in a backyard wrestling thing, and they're like kind of like, well, this is, we're going to teach him a lesson, and they show like what they do to him in the ring, and it kind of comes off like maybe it was a little coerced. Is that the word I'm looking for? It looks a little scripted, which of course, hey, something in wrestling isn't on the up and up. What's the odds of that? And then there's another scene where he goes to meet Brian Knobbs, who used to be in the Nasty Boys, and they have an altercation at like a bar, and there's just a bunch of scenes that seem like they're just in here for the sole purpose of having a little bit of drama to drag things along. But the actual story itself is interesting. And you get to see a bunch of wrestlers. Tommy Dreamer makes an appearance, and the extras, MJF from AEW makes an appearance. Jungle Boy and his father, Luke Perry, play a part in it, which during this documentary, Luke Perry passed away, and that's, addressed at one point in this as well, which Luke Perry and David Arquette were real life friends. So there's real life elements here that make it interesting, and there's some kind of, I think, stage stuff to kind of help it go along the way. You see him get help from Diamond Dallas Page to lose weight and get ready, and you see him get trained by Peter Avalon, who is, of course, another AEW guy. It's interesting. For wrestling documentaries, it's pretty solid. And I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because I don't know about rewatch value, but for a once over, it's an interesting story. And David Arquette, of course, did actually go on to become a pretty, I don't want to say good, but a decent enough wrestler for what he was trying to do. And his infamous situation with Nick Gage is also documented in this as well. So if you're on the fence about this one, if you're a wrestling fan, you probably want to watch it. If you're not a wrestling fan, you probably ain't gonna have nothing to see here. But that's You Cannot Kill David Arquette. It's actually released by Super XTR Media, something like that. DVD-R. It's got a few extras on it. It's got some deleted scenes on it, and it's not bad. So that's You Cannot Kill David Arquette, Burn on Demand title, but a title worth watching if you like professional wrestling and if you're maybe a fan of the old WCW days when they actually put the belt on him.